Hi, Chad Becker of Arco Real Estate Solutions. Wanted to make a quick video providing you all with an update on the effects of the government shutdown on your GSA lease. So if you are a building owner who does not have a GSA lease, you can completely disregard this video because this will not apply to you. But quick note. So the information in this video comes from the National Federal Development Association in an email that was authored by Norm Dong, who is the former commissioner of the Public Building Service of GSA. So first of all, if you're not a member of NFDA, this outstanding organization, and it's a great way of getting this information and other valuable content just completely up to date without having to wait for a video like this. So the first thing to know is the furlough for GSA actually began on January 7th. So at the time of recording this video, we're talking last Monday. GSA leases, so a note to owners, and this can be found in GSA order, you can Google this, GSA order ADM 4220.1L. It's entitled Operations in the Absence of Appropriations. What it tells landlords to do is to continue to operate the building essentially in what they call weekend mode. The problem with that is there is no definition of weekend mode in the lease. So I recommend that you go to that document for some guidance on what weekend mode operations looks like in the terms of the government shutdown. So the other thing I want to point out is in the event that you are working on an active RLP, you're about to submit an expression of interest through an FBO ad, or the government has in any way stipulated a deadline for anything, that deadline is in full force and effect unless you have been otherwise informed by a GSA official. So if there's a deadline that you were working toward prior to the shutdown, continue working toward to meet that deadline unless you've been told otherwise. So the other thing to note here is post-award. So if you're currently in the middle of a post-award, so you're after lease award, and you're working on either design or construction, there's probably 1,000 different scenarios that could be at play here. But bottom line is there is no clear guidance or expectations I can provide for post-award. But I would say in general, probably expect delays on your project of some magnitude. And the final point we want to make here is regarding rent. So this is the question I've been getting the most. I'm getting it from my clients. I'm getting it from people who are coming across my LinkedIn profile. Basically, everyone wants to know what's going to happen to my rent. And the one thing I can say for certain is that GSA rent has never been affected by a government shutdown. However, this situation is a bit unique, and given the timing of it into the new fiscal year of FY19, as well as the length that this shutdown has gone on. So basically, the primary takeaway here is there's never been a delay in rent, but this situation's a bit different. And I'm actually going to read directly from the email that came out from Norm Dong, just because he put it so succinctly. Basically, so while the shutdown ending in the next few days, so again, this is being shot on January 14th, while a shutdown ending in the next few days would have a relatively minor impact on federal leasing, a shutdown that persists into February would require the government to take unprecedented steps to fund its ongoing rent obligations to avoid significant disruption and consequence. So what we're talking about here is, so GSA rental payments come from a fund inside of the government called Budget Activity 53. GSA and I guess those outside of GSA are not really sure how much funding is going to be available in that BA 53 account past February, or so when February rental payments are due. So that is a question mark. We're kind of going into uncharted waters here. So I think regardless of political affiliation, and in this situation, the best thing we can do is keep our fingers crossed and really hope for a timely resolution to this shutdown. So thank you very much.